Stop buying that expensive store-bought granola, save money, and control the ingredients including sugar and make your own. We've got 5 incredible flavors to choose from, so pause this video, get your mise en place ready, and let's make some homemade granola. So first we're going to take some gluten-free oats. I'll put a link to my favorite brand just down below. And you're going to use about 4 cups or so. And then I like to mix in the steel cut oats. And they're just to give a really nice mix. Just mix them together. And then just set that aside. Both of these types of oats come from the seeds of oat grass, which is a type of cereal grain. All types of oats begin as whole grains, and then once they're harvested, the external husk is removed, leaving the kernel or grout left behind. These are then further processed by either slicing the oat grouts into a bunch of pieces to make steel-cut oats, or by steaming them and rolling them to make our regular or old-fashioned oats. The steel-cut oats have a different texture and a little bit of a nutty flavor, so it just brings a lovely mix. Now we're going to use some oil. I like to use olive oil or avocado oil, but you could also use melted coconut oil. And we'll use about 1/4 cup of that. And then I like to add maple syrup, but if you're vegan, you can also use agave syrup. Or you could use melted honey if you prefer. And we use about 1/3 cup of that. And then I like to use about 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla. You can also put in some vanilla bean if you love vanilla bean. We've created a ton of different flavor options for your granola. Check out the link in the description below to find your favorite. For today, we're going to show you how to make classic granola and pumpkin spice granola. So for the classic granola, then we're just going to add about 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. And that just gives it a lovely flavor. If you're making the pumpkin spice granola, add our pumpkin spice. And I like to make my own. If you'd like to do it, it is so easy and so much tastier than the one you could buy at the store. You can find my video here. It smells so good. So I'm going to actually put 4 teaspoons of that lovely pumpkin spice. And oh my goodness, it smells so good. It's going to smell amazing in your kitchen when you make this granola. And then we're just going to add a little sea salt. And the sea salt just helps to bring out the flavor. So we're just going to give that a whisk. Then the last but not least, we're going to add our pumpkin puree. And if you don't want to add pumpkin puree, that's okay. You don't have to. You can just whisk it up now, no problem. You can always use canned pumpkin. And if you're not sure how to make your own and you'd like to try, because you have a lot of pumpkins or you just want to make things fresh, check out my video here and it'll show you exactly how to do it. So we're just going to add the pumpkin puree. We'll just give it a little whisk with our mini whisk. Whisk it all together nicely. Then I like to add some chopped pecans. If you can't eat nuts, that's okay. You don't have to do it, but I just love to add some of those in. And you can also add in some little pumpkin seeds or pepitas, and one of my favorites, some nice dried coconut. So once you have this all nice and whisked up, it smells so good, then you're just going to add it in. And give this a really good mix, just until everything is coated. You can always add a little bit more maple syrup or less if you'd like it more sweet or a little less sweet. If you make sourdough, you can use some sourdough discard. It's a great way to give it some good probiotics for your diet. You can add up to 100 grams of discard, no problem, and just mix it in. Once you've got it all nice and coated, then you're just going to place it into a parchment-lined tray. And you want it to be fairly spread out. So you're going to do 2 trays of this. Or you can always half the recipe if it's just one person. Put about half in. And then just spread it out. So now we're just going to pop it in the oven at 300 degrees Fahrenheit for about 15 minutes. Give it a little toss and then cook it 15 minutes more and it'll be ready. Oh, it smells so good. Once your granola is nice and baked, you're going to find it's a lovely crispy texture and it tastes so incredibly delicious. All you'll need to do is grab a nice airtight container and then just gather up the granola inside the parchment and just pour it in. And I did mine in batches, so I'll just do the exact same thing and add the granola to the container. And there you go, some absolutely delicious homemade pumpkin spice granola. The perfect topping for your yogurt or in any way that you would normally use your granola. Enjoy! And make sure to visit my website, turmericmecrazy.com, where you can find the detailed recipe for all 5 flavors. If you've enjoyed this video and would like to see more, please consider liking and subscribing to my channel. It will help it grow and allow me to create more videos like this for you. Take care and thank you.